Bastion is back! Yes. Yes. My boy, he's finally back. Now that we are done with my ranting over how Overwatch did not listen to me for 7 years, even though I told them the customization idea in 2018. But that doesn't matter. We got it. And what do we have with it? We have my boy, the best version of my sweet boy, BASTION. So you can read, right? Take a look at this. Take a look at this. And what I'm about to show you is me ranting about the Bastion rework before it released. I stated every problem and how they absolutely fucked up the rework. Take a look at this.
I think that the only solution for the ultimate change is to revert it to tank mode. Take away artillery. No one cares about it. The survivability in a new Bastion is dogshit without any healing. They removed self-repair, which I absolutely disagree with. Anyone who thinks that's okay, like the absence of self-heal in the Bastion's kit is okay, can suck my cock. See, even with healing, Bastion is really bad. What do? Remove the healing. Who in the right crack-ass mind would remove the healing? They removed the best thing Bastion had, which is the healing, for zero reason. Tank mode had every single solution for Bastion's kit, and they removed it and took every problem he has and compressed it into a single ultimate. What was the problem with Bastion before? He was immobile, very campy, very cheesy, very boring to play with and against. It was just not fun, and the only thing good about the previous Bastion was tank mode, because it didn't have immobility. You could rocket jump. It had a bigger skill gap. You cannot camp with it. I mean, why would you? Why remove it? I don't understand. It was fun. It had a skill gap. It wasn't campy. It was not cheesy. It was everything Bastion needed. And you removed it for artillery. The camping, the boring, the immobile, the cheesy. The most unfair ultimate in the game for immobile heroes. Ana and Zenyatta would get destroyed by this. And it's just unfair. It is just very cheesy. Unlike tank mode, you had to be good at it in order to do something. I remember I used to literally scream out loud at my friends when I catch the Pharah mid-air with my tank mode. It was such an amazing moment. And now it's gone. It's fucking gone for no reason. No one complained about tank mode. However, our artillery is just dogshit. It's dogshit against mobile heroes and unfair against immobile heroes. It's just bad. There are no redeeming qualities for it. It supports every bad thing Bastion had before the rework. And by the way, about bad things before the rework, self-repair was not bad. I have no idea why they removed it. Bastion has the biggest hitbox in all of the non-tanks heroes. Actually, I'm pretty sure he has a bigger hitbox than some tanks, being Doomfist and Zarya. I'm pretty sure he has bigger hitbox than them. And for some reason he has less health and they removed the healing. Like, why? You needed the healing in order to rocket jump. And now the only way to rocket jump is to grenade jump. And the grenade damages you without self-healing. Like, why? Even Soldier can self-heal himself and the team. And he's a DPS hero, by the way. Why would you take that away from the hero that needs it the most? Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. I was gonna talk about some of them, especially Bastion. However, I think it's useless. They already made the changes and I doubt they will go back.
And oh boy, I was wrong. Not only did they revert it, they literally made it 10 times better. Of course, I think there are some obvious choices, but unlike the other heroes, I think Bastion has the convenience of choosing which ability is going to be better at the current situation. So in terms of the minor abilities, yes, the Smart Bomb is the obvious choice. I have seen the Overhealth, I have seen the streamers play it. It's only like good for like a couple of seconds. It goes away much quicker than you think. Yes, it will protect you. Like, it will actually protect you. But it's still like 650 HP, so there is a possibility that you will die if you are too risky with it. So I would 100% prefer the Smart Bomb. Why? Because it does not damage you anymore. Not because of the 25%, not because of enemy knockback, no. Only because it does not damage you anymore. Meaning you can use it more freely. And sure, if you pick self-repair, this might not really be that big of a deal, because you can just heal it like you used to in Bastion, because currently you cannot do that shit. But yeah, if you use the Lindholm explosives, like tank mode, this will be massive. Because tank mode is all about high ground. If you can go above your enemies, it's much easier to snipe them from above. Plus, you can literally have like this rocket jump and grenade jump. So Bastion is going to be jumping around a lot, which is wild to see now. Especially before the rework, he had zero mobility, aside from tank mode. Also, put all of that in the trash, because I do like tank mode, but I don't think you should pick it. At least, not unless you have a certain scenario. You should always use self-repair. Always. Before the rework. Self-repair is the only thing that kept Bastion usable. It was not the turret, it was not the tank mode, it was not the ironclad, no. That in the trash. Self-repair is what held Bastion together, because Bastion had like 300 HP and is as massive as like tanks. Pretty sure he's more massive than some tanks actually. So the ability to heal yourself from like random damage because your shoulders are so fucking massive was really damn cool until they removed it. And when they removed it, recon mode became fucking shit. Because you're so massive, the bullets are more punishing now if you miss bullets. And on a 1v1 situation, if you're any other hero, you should never lose a 1v1 against a Bastion on recon mode. You should never lose it. They cannot heal themselves, they are massive, they need to be super accurate. Especially when you're in their face. You should never lose against a Bastion. Now they have a way to protect themselves. We Bastion players, we need self-healing at all times. Because you will be getting random damage from every single corner. Not because you're a massive character, no. Because people have PTSD flashbacks. I swear, if you have like 6 people in a team and someone is flanking, I swear to God, Bastion is always the first option. Bastion is always the character that needs to be killed the fastest. Because everyone is so terrified from turret form. And rightfully so, yeah, it used to have crazy damage by sacrificing the mobility. But even when they nerfed it, people still have this itchiness in their butthole whenever they see a Bastion, so they need to kill him the fastest. So rest assured, you'll be getting damaged a lot as a Bastion player. It comes with the experience of any Bastion player. So yeah, having self-heal is crazy, and what's more crazy is that after I saw people test it, it does not have any kind of meter or cooldown. You can literally use self-repair 100% time in the whole game. And when you want to shoot someone, you can literally just drop self-heal and shoot. And return to self-healing. Even if you get random damage, random snipes at your head from Widowmaker or whatever, if you're always healing yourself, regardless if you need it right now or not, it does not matter. You have it infinitely. And it heals a good chunk of health. And I haven't played Overwatch for a while, and it seems that Bastion is now 350 HP. So yeah, that's even better. Plus you can also heal now during the turret mode, which is amazing of course. And even if you pick the armored artillery for more HP, like protection during ultimate, 1, you will be able to heal yourself from your rocket jumps, and you'll be able to heal yourself after the ultimate. In case they got you like really low, they really went ham on you and you're like, okay, you took out 500 HP. I still have 150. You can heal yourself. Because before, you have 150 HP, you're done. You're cooked. This is right here. I believe this is the best version of Bastion. And in terms of which one you should pick of self-repair and tank mode, I think the number one factor is, are your healers good or not? Of course, in order to get the big boy perks, you need to play the game. You need to actually get kills, if I remember correctly. Actually, I don't know how you get them. All I know is that major perks are like, you get them in later levels. So yeah, basically you can get a feel of the game. And you can judge, before you get the major perks, you can judge your team. Are my healers really doing a good job in healing me? If the answer is yes, pick tank mode. Because tank mode is better than sentry form. The AoE damage, the rocket jumping, the sniping, the range, all of that is worth it. The burst damage is so fucking good. Because you can actually peek with Bastion. You can now peek through corners and snipe people. In sentry form, you cannot just peek. You need sustained damage. However, if your team is not showing good signs in terms of healing, always pick self-repair, because otherwise you are completely useless. No amount of smart bomb, recon mode, armored artillery, whatever, infinite tank forms, no amount of these abilities can save you from no heals as Bastion. That's just how it works. Also, apparently the game now has passive healing. I know that's like an older change, but I haven't really played the game, so yeah. I am actually finally really happy to return to Overwatch. I cannot believe this. They are doing justice for all characters, especially Bastion. I asked for all of these changes, literally all of them. If there is one thing I still don't like much, it is probably the cooldown of sentry form. Because I still believe sentry form should not be a cooldown. It should be a meter, a punishing meter. Like, the uptime should be the same, but you need to be able to switch back and forth more often. Like, if you actually reach the 6-second mark, you should get a really punishing cooldown. But if you manage your time, you should be rewarded some ease of access. Because the thing about Bastion, like old Bastion, before the rework, switching back and forth between recon and turret was a whole system. Like, you can build strategies and fool people with these kind of tricks. And yeah, maybe if it reaches the 6-second mark, the cooldown could be like 12 seconds, okay. But if you don't reach these 6 seconds, I think you should be able to cancel your turret form and still keep some seconds while it recharges. Because this is what people do. The rework is like, oh, Bastion used to not move, so now we made him move a little bit. That does not matter, because all characters are still faster than you. They will still hide until the 6 seconds are done, and now you're just a big chicken in recon mode. Overall, I still think turret mode was a big nerf. Even now, like after the perks system, I still think turret form overall is a nerf compared to the point where it used to not move, but have maximum damage. The 40% damage is too punishing. Way too punishing. Especially when the movement does not really help you much in chasing down enemies. It can chase down cornered enemies, sure, but most new maps are like much more dynamic when it comes to flanking and positioning. So you rarely find someone actually cornered, unless they are really, really bad at the game. So yeah, but still, even after all that, amazing. Bastion is going to be really amazing. And if you can assure like good healers, you can use tank mode every 12 seconds. Do you realize how absolutely diabolical that is? I think that's why they removed the meter for self-heal. Because people, I don't think much people realize just how broken tank mode every 12 seconds is. People are saying like, oh, the heal is going to be nerfed. Why is it infinite? What? Bro, even if you heal infinitely now, people will choose tank mode. Two-shotting most people using AoE is crazy. I am going to laugh. I will be here the moment it drops, and I will be playing Bastion just to show how freaking broken he's going to be. And yep, I hope you enjoyed my happiness. Anyway, yep, that's about it. Get the fuck out.